What is happening in your organization's culture during all those transformations? All those big transformations happening all the time. You have agile transformation, and then you have digital transformation, but also you have strategic transformations, and then a finance transformation. And then you have many programs transforming your company that you don't even know anymore from where and to what you are transforming your company. We have a very important and interesting survey from Deloitte with more than 9,000 leaders and across 89 countries. So, very spreaded research with a lot of data. And this research is in partnership with Oxford Economics. Basically, what they are saying, and by the way, the report is called From Tensions to Tipping Points Choosing the Human Advantage. What they are saying is basically now in the beginning of 2026, many companies are doing many changes in their business and their investments because of AI. But this is already happening in the past few years, as I just said, with many other transformations. But are the companies considering the culture in the company during those transformations? According to the data that we have, that is not the case. And Deloitte and Oxford, they are calling this problem a culture debt, or basically it's a debt that the organizations accumulate when it accelerates transformation. And the data is quite significant. One third of workers experience 15 or more significant organizational change just in the last year. That is crazy, isn't it? 15 changes in the organization somehow. It can be a reorg, can be a strategic change, a financial or budget cut, or something like that. 15 in just the period of 1 year. That is very relevant. But the point here is not the change itself. We have a lot of more to talk about change, but and the concerns about that. But the point is the culture in the organization. Because if you're all the time changing your strategy, changing how you are walking from the point A to the point B, and why you want to walk from point A to point B, and how and where this point B actually is, well, basically, you are not giving to the your body of employees the chance to adapt how they're working now and think, reflect on how they should behave and work for this future transformation that is coming for the company. And this culture depth is quite very significant in many sense because if the companies are not considering the humans and the people who are working because they are the ones responsible actually for the culture, they are missing the DNA or the soul of the company during all those transformations. And this is a big, big risk. Because in the end, what makes your business, your company unique, it's how unique you are. This phrase looks like a little bit dumb, but it's real. Think about it. What makes Apple, for example, sell all the phones and everything is because Apple has a history. So people trust on having the products from Apple for a reason. It is the same with many other companies. A car company who people trust, a car, a car company that people keep buying from the same brand because they understand what is behind the DNA of that company. So the company itself becomes like a DNA. You cannot talk to Apple. Apple does not exist. But what exists are the people working at Apple who made Apple be what they are. So basically, closing the loop on this on this reflection, what I want you to think is with all the transformations that are happening in your company, and this is special reflection for you in a leadership or a management position, with all the change happening in your company right now and how your company is being transformed, do you think that in 10 years from now your company will keep the same DNA, the same soul, the same way of doing things? Of course, you can and you should change many things. You should be ready to change if something is not working for the market. You should be able to change if something is not working for your customer or perhaps your strategy is not working anymore. So proactively, you act on things that will make your company more relevant. You do some adaptations and you keep focusing on your main strategy, the reason why the business exists. That is basically one of the main things behind business agility. So don't confuse the things here. But if you are all the time doing a kind of transformation that impact what and how you do things, and you don't even consider or don't reflect how this is impacting your culture, you are just changing for the sake of change because you need to follow the hype, you need to follow the market. You are risking a lot your uniqueness, what is making your business, your company so relevant, and what maybe would be the best change to keep your company and your business relevant for the future. Culture is a key thing, and people leading a company, people in leadership positions should have an active voice during all kind of transformation project to make sure that this is being discussed, being considered, and that change management is being a real thing well executed in the company.